Let's see. Boy, I'll tell you though, Q kind of hurt my feelings a little bit.
Q's good at that, but I noticed he didn't attack me today.
Right, he didn't attack you. He was more concerned with me. He's very aggressive.
Really is.
He's very aggressive. He said I'm going to hell, but I already knew that. I mean, I'm pro-choice and pro-gay marriage, so clearly salvation is not for me.
Nope.
And I have to admit this too. I haven't been to church in a really long time.
I went Sunday.
You did?
I'm not a fan of it. It's
What?
really not my cup of tea.
Why'd you go?
My dad.
Oh, is your dad's religious?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not leaning towards it anymore. And he's like, oh, I want you to go with me. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I sat there and I was like, yeah, no, this is boring. Like, I'm not about to believe in something. And I've been told for 18 years now that there's this guy above. I don't believe that. I believe there's something or somebody, maybe.
Right.
But I don't believe it's an imaginary guy in the sky. I really don't.
I tend to like, the way John Hopwood believes in God, but he talks about like God is the universe and God it's something or someone beyond our comprehension. You know, we like to think of God in a way that we can relate to God.
Everyone's like, oh, you've gotten this far because of God. No, I've gotten this far because of how hard I've worked.
Right.
Don't try and BS me here, folks.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've had similar conversations with my father because my dad's very,
I haven't quite
very
come
Catholic.
out to him yet about it. I've told him that I'm not a fan of it anymore.
Oh, so what happens when you go to church with him then? Or you go through the motions of it and try to pretend like you're into it, or what do you do?
Basically.
Oh, interesting. Oh.
I mostly do it for him because that's the only time I really get with him because he's always busy doing something.
Right.
Because he's a very busy man.
It's almost as though he has time for God, but not for you.
Exactly.
Are you jealous of God?
No.
No.
Oh man.
Boy, that. Have you ever been to therapy? Have you ever seen a shrink?
Yeah, I did counseling when I was younger. I was like, yeah, no, this is BS. Like,
you sure you shouldn't go back? Because it's pretty weird to be jealous of God. It's kind of messed up.
you got me there. Oh
yeah,
God.
Right? Yes. Yeah. I mean, come on. Maybe it's time to go back. I don't know.
Oh man.
See, I'm not the strict atheist that people assume that I am.
No.
How
so?
Well, like I said, I'm open to the idea that, like God is the universe. And I actually think of it very much the way John Hopwood does, just without the tarot cards and all that.
Yeah, the tarot cards kind of pushed it there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but no, but I'm much more open to the idea that there's things that we don't fully understand. Plus, I do believe in the supernatural because I've had experiences with ghosts and stuff.
Oh yeah, me too though, but it's
Yeah.
the whole God thing, the whole religious thing. It's just feels like it's too much of a time eater for me.
Yeah, it does take up a lot of time. What, are you saying God is not worthy of your time?
I'm not saying that.
Good. I'm worried you're going to end up in hell.
Send it.
You're going to end up in hell with me and Father Bruno and John Hopwood.
Send it.
Well, no, you don't send it. You get sent to. And apparently,
either way,
and the weird thing about
I got a few years.
That's true. That's true. You're young. The oddest thing about the whole deal is I guess we have to go there in a handbasket when we go.
True.
Which is weird.
Let's make it look good.
Like, I don't think I can fit in a handbasket.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah. Like, maybe you get shrunk down and then put in the handbasket. Because at that point, you're not really going to care if you're shrunk down because you're going to hell anyway. You got bigger fish to fry. Tom Blanchard in the Facebook live chat says, God is a state of mind.
Basically.
I don't know if that holds up theologically, though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know. That's the thing.
That's really got me thinking hard.
Yes, thinking about God. That's a good thing. There might be hope for you yet.
There might be hope. No, there's no hope for me.
Maybe, I just realized something. Maybe that's why Q did not attack you the way that he attacked me, because he sees hope for you. Whereas it is clearly too late for me.
I wanted him to attack me. I really did.
Well,
I was itching for like an argument. I was like, I'm like, this man said some mean stuff to me last time.
mm-hmm.
We're still not on good terms.
You wanted him to send it.
Yeah, I want him to send it.
Yes. Ed Murphy joins us in the Facebook live chat. He says, God loves the both of you heathens.
I'm just kidding, guys. I am religious, but not. I
don't know what to believe now.
I'm religious.
You sound sincere right now. You actually
I am religious, but I'm not the traditional I'm not the traditional Christian. I don't follow everything.
I'm genuinely confused now. I really am.
I did it.
You've got me confused.
No,
you sounded very sincere just now.
I did.
You look like you were about to pray too.
No, I am religious, but I don't follow along with all the traditional stuff. I don't follow along with all the traditions and everything. I'll do Christmas, but it's Christmas really for me is I don't spend time with my family.
Right.
Hence the reason I'm working Christmas Day.
Yes.
Because we need that money. But it's also I don't know how to say it. It's hard to formulate what I'm saying here. Don't get me wrong, I love my church. I was being sarcastic when I said that I'm not that into God and stuff like that. But so the reason I got into the church and stuff was when I was 14, I was a mess. I was an absolute mess.
Yeah.
As I am now, but we're okay now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
And so I walked in there and I was like, all right, this is cool. And then they sent me to a camp, and then it's it really strengthened my beliefs, but it didn't click, and it still hasn't clicked for me. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm I don't consider myself that religious.
Okay.
You're so confused right now.
I am. I genuinely am.
It's hard to explain.
It's not a bad thing, though. These things don't have to be simple. They can be nuanced and complex. There's nothing wrong with that.
Just like politics, man.
Exactly. Brian Mackey in the Facebook live chat says Christian is 19. You have to be 21 to go to hell. Oh, I didn't know that.
Again, man.
Yeah, maybe you have to be 21 to get
I'm
into
sick
the
of this 21
handbasket.
stuff. I waited 18 years to turn 18 so I could go out, have fun. Now I have to turn 21. What is this madness? What is it?
I just thought of something else. Peter White clearly is a godless atheist. Maybe that's why you're not on the morning show.
Revelations. Whoa, okay. I don't know what to say to that one.
Because he suspected that you actually are religious or not. I'm still confused.
I'm religious.
You are
End of
religious.
Story.
Oh, okay. So when you go to church with your dad, are you thinking? Are you thinking about God, or are you thinking about being bored? Because earlier you said it was boring, but now I'm wondering, do you really think it's boring?
But
it is boring.
What I do at my church is I end up running the media and stuff like that.
Oh,
the soundboard and stuff.
Oh,
so I'm basically the sound guy for my church.
Oh, well, that's kind of cool.
Keeps me busy.
Or it's at least as cool as something is capable of being. It is church.
Yeah.
It'd be cooler if it was, running sound at a Black Sabbath concert.
Yeah, but no, that won't happen.
Right. Well, it could. Geezer Butler, the bassist for Sabbath, he has something in common with my dad. They both were going to be priests.
I said that too when I was 15.
No, but my dad, this is true. My dad, who's very Catholic, he was actually in the seminary studying for the priesthood. But by chance, he met my mother, who with whom he fell in love and would eventually, or I should say, he met the woman who would eventually become my mother, fell in love with her and then realized the priesthood was not for him. But Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath, he also was going to be a priest, a Catholic priest, and then decided to be in a band instead.
That seems about something I would do. Like, oh, I want to do this. Nah, I want to do this.
He also made his decision after meeting my mother. But I can't tell any more of that story, not without her approval.
Well, don't do that without her confused. Wow.
But no, Geezer Butler is not my father, just to be clear about that. Mike Pelopita says you have to be 21 to do sound for Black Sabbath. I didn't know that.
You got to be 21 to do everything.
I know. You're going to have to be 21. You're not a smoker, right?
No.
Soon you'll have to be 21 to smoke cigarettes.
I heard.
Yes. Even though most people who smoke started when they were like 12. Yeah, Geezer Butler, I was reading a fascinating interview with him once where he described being very worried, like in the early days of Black Sabbath. He was concerned that his family was going to think that he had turned his back on God and was now like this evil guy because he was playing in this sort of dark metal band. But I've always said, too, and I remember discussing this on the show with the members of Revelation Nation 777, which is a very long name, but they were my musical guests on the show one day. And we were talking about how Black Sabbath, in my view, and they agreed with me, probably the most misunderstood band in the history of music, because there's really nothing.
I never really listened to them.
Oh, you're missing out. But like they were all about, like Ozzy once said, they were like the original Peace and Love band, really, if you actually dissect the lyrics. Like if you look at early pictures of Sabbath, you'll see Ozzy like standing at the front of the stage showing the double peace sign. He wasn't doing it ironically. He really meant it.
Ozzy's a very, very unique character.
Oh, that's for sure.
I don't know much about the guy, but I've read up some stuff, and it's like, whoa.
Well, he's done a lot of drugs. Ed Murphy, who is a top fan, by the way, says John Hopwood ran the conversion therapy teen camp. Oh, no.
I read that a few minutes ago. I was like...
Oh, sorry, everybody. Let me finish. Let me read that again so I'll actually get through. Jeez. That really caught me off guard. Ed Murphy. Well done, Ed. Ed Murphy said... I can't do it. All right.
I got this.
Pull it together. All right. I got it. Ed Murphy said, John Hopwood ran the conversion therapy teen camp at our Christian church. Well, that's exciting. I had no idea. Oh boy. Well, I will, next time he's on the show, I'll have to ask him about that. I'm pretty skeptical about the,
what was he converting to? Jenny says.
Yes. What was he converting them to? Wow. Boy, I don't know. Oh, wow.
Oh, man. I just... Oh, my gosh.
Robert Dion says, conversion from what? LOL.
I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I'm crying, man.
Robert Dion has a show here, by the way.
I talk to Robert all the time.
Yes. Through the Stage Door, I think it's called.
I think so, yeah. It's on every other Sunday or Sundays? Or?
I think so. Yeah, it's about all the goings on at the Majestic Theater. It's on. It's a bi-weekly show every other week, and that's why I forget to mention it. But I try to.
Yeah, we were talking about it the other day.
I was laughing so hard I'm wheezing now. I try to always plug everyone's show when I see folks pop up in the Facebook live chat who have shows here. But I'm totally wheezy now. I was laughing so hard.
Dude, I was dead. Man, that was wild.
Yeah, there we go. Allergies. Oh, thanks, Ed. That was a good.
That one had us
laugh.
both crying, man.
They just outlawed in Germany It's been outlawed in several states in the United States. They just outlawed in Germany gay conversion therapy for children, which is good. So they made it illegal for parents to send their gay kids to gay conversion therapy because obviously gay conversion therapy is BS. No one, I mean, it's my belief anyway, no one chooses to be, you don't choose your sexuality. You're attracted to who you're attracted to. I mean, I as a straight person, I never at any point in my life made a conscious decision to be attracted to females. It just naturally happened that way. You're growing up and you start to, when you're a kid, you start looking at girls or maybe, checking out the babysitter or getting a little curious or whatever. But
been there, done that.
But it's something that just happens naturally. So it just doesn't follow logically that a gay person would make a conscious decision to be gay. It's not something you consciously decide. It's just bizarre that there's people who actually, and all because of an obscure mention in the Old Testament that, and anything in the Bible you can take and interpret 1,000 different ways to fit whatever your own prejudices are or political ideology or whatever. Jesus never talked about that, by the way. But there's something in Leviticus about man shall not lay with man as he lays with woman or something, which could mean
confusing.
Could mean a lot of different things, I don't know.